The harvest always begins quietly in the mountains. Everybody prepares before the fields fully wake up.
The children always wake up.
The first fires always start before the sun reaches the fields. The roads get busier once harvest season gets close. You can feel when the rice is finally ready. The machines are almost as old as the fields themselves. The water stays cold even during harvest season. The straw dust stays everywhere during harvest season. The radios always sound different during harvest season. The fields always become a playground before the work starts. The first bundles always feel heavier than the rest.
The water feels colder after carrying rice all morning.
Everything smells stronger once the food reaches the fields.
Food always tastes better after working in the fields.
The children get tired long before the harvest does.
The wind decides everything up here.
The rain always comes faster than people expect. The fields always smell different after the rain. The fields finally sound different once the cutting begins. By midday, the whole valley starts moving together. The dust stays in the air all afternoon during harvest. People get sleepy long before the machines do. The children turn everything into a game during harvest season. The older people still count the rice by hand sometimes. The fields always feel quieter after they've been cut. The wind dries everything faster during harvest season. Almost everything gets repaired during harvest season. The smoke always means people are finally going home. The fields feel bigger once everybody leaves. The children still have energy after everybody else gets tired. The water carries the dust away at the end of the day. The lights always appear slowly after harvest. The radios always sound warmer at night. The nights get colder once the harvest season begins. Everybody sounds softer after a long harvest day. The straw stays with you even after the work is over. The village never falls asleep all at once. The mountains stay awake longer than the people do. The second morning always feels colder. Everybody looks for warmth before the fields wake up again. The mornings begin before the sun reaches the terraces. The light always arrives slowly in the mountains. The valley starts sounding alive again once the cutting returns. Everybody falls at least once during harvest season. The dogs wait for people all day during harvest. The older people spend more time watching than talking. People sing more once the work rhythm settles in. The dust sticks to your skin once the sun gets high. The machines get tired too. The children always steal food before it cools down. People repair things many times before throwing them away. The mountains decide the schedule more than people do. The rain never waits for the work to finish. The water changes color once the mountain starts moving. Everything becomes quieter after the storm gets tired. The sunlight always feels warmer after the rain leaves. The fields start breathing again once the sun comes back. The village sounds happier once the storm finally leaves. Everything has to dry before tomorrow starts again. The mountain slowly takes the sounds back at night. The children always fall asleep before the stories end. The older stories usually come back after the work is done. Sometimes people fall asleep before they even mean to. The mountains wake up before the people do. The water feels cold enough to wake your whole body. The footsteps always return before the sunlight does. The mountains reveal themselves slowly in the morning.
The whole valley starts sounding like one living thing.
You can feel the ending once only a few fields remain. The mountains feel bigger after the rice disappears. The last bundles always feel heavier somehow. The village feels strangely quiet after the harvest ends. The mountains stay here long after the harvest is gone.